Yo, what's up guys? Nico here, and today I'm going to be talking about the Dragon Ball Daima DLC that just dropped on Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I'm going to be talking about the cosmetics, the skills, and overall just how I feel about it, so hit that like and subscribe button and we'll get right into it. Alright, the first thing I'm going to talk about is the price, which is not bad. It's at $8 US, but it is kind of low-key overpriced compared to the Conton City Vote Pack, which is also $8. And as you can see here, it came with 3 new characters, 2 extra missions, 4 parallel quests, 10 moves, 4 costumes, 5 super souls, and 15 loading screens. Now the Daima pack, which is also $8 on the other hand, only adds 2 characters, 3 parallel quests, 6 moves, 8 costumes, 2 super souls, and 8 illustrations. So the Daima pack had more costumes, but that was really it. That was the only thing it had more of. And, you know, there was no story content, there was one less parallel quest, there was just less stuff overall. But in my opinion, it really wasn't bad. So the first thing I'm going to get into is the characters. So to start off with Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and really quick, I just want to say how much I love these models. I don't know what the shading is, I don't know what it is, but I just love these models so much. And I have no idea why. But, off topic, starting off with the supers, there's Supreme Fury, which is just like a random punch. I mean, I don't really understand. I didn't really like that one that much. However, Heat Wave, I'm pretty sure you get super armor on it. I think. I'm not entirely sure. But if you charge it up, it can stamina break your opponent. And it's like a rush attack from Sparking Zero. I really found that one enjoyable when I was doing the parallel quest. As you can see right now, I'm kind of spamming it because I like the animation. I like the power it gives you. So, and then they just put Shockwave on it, which was low-key kind of a waste. And then they gave him Burst Charge, which is actually a really good charge, so I'm okay with that. And then they gave him the Kamehameha he did against Goma, which it's pretty good. It's a little underwhelming, but yeah, I still think it's pretty good, and it does a decent amount of damage, but as we're going to see, it doesn't hold a candle to Daima Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta's Final Flash. And also, they gave him full power energy wave, which it's like, I'm really getting sick of seeing that and volley on these DLC characters. It's like we're paying money for like one new ultimate and then a trash ultimate that is literally in the base game that nobody uses. But now let's move on to Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. So next is Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and like I said with Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I absolutely love the model. Besides like the fact that he's like humongous for no reason. Like it doesn't really make a lot of sense. But other than that, he looks really good, and his supers are pretty good, so I'm going to break them down real quick. First one I'm going to show you is Final Blow, where he just teleports and punches, which I'm pretty sure is already in the game from Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta, so there he has that. Next he has Burning Blast, which is one of his new moves. It's pretty cool. He like emits his aura and then shoots a shine shot kind of blast at them. It's pretty cool and it does a lot of damage. It's pretty good. Next is Force Edge, which he does a kick and then he slams them back down. It's pretty strong. It's kind of hard to land though from my experience. And next, oh my gosh, I think it's the new best ultimate in the game. It's the Final Flash Super Saiyan 3 Daima. Basically, you start off with the normal Final Flash, and then if you hold it, you use all your ki and just do a ton of damage. Like in the parallel quest, as you can see right here, I just melt away the boss's health bar every time I use it. Like, bro, they almost never survive when you do this and you have full ki. If you have full ki and you do this, the boss is not surviving, and it's basically just a win. And I had 2 Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas in this parallel quest I was doing. We were destroying the bosses, bro. However, the animation is kind of underwhelming. Next are the parallel quests. The first one is called 24/7 Time Patrol, and this one is like, it's probably the most confusing one in my opinion. Like, I don't think it's necessarily bad. I mean, it's kind of alright, but the story doesn't really make a bunch of sense. You start off fighting Android and 17 that eventually get like the super villain power. Then you go through and I forgot to mention, the Supreme Guy of Time is like filming this, I guess. But then you go through the portal, and then you fight, what is it? You fight Kid Buu, Janemba, and a Cell Jr. And then after that, Kid Trunks, Future Trunks, and GT Trunks all come, and you gotta fight them. And then, out of nowhere, Ultra Super Villain Super Saiyan God Vegeta shows up, and then you gotta fight him. So, like, yeah, it's super confusing. Not necessarily bad, though. Pretty enjoyable parallel quest. And you get the Super Saiyan 4 Goku outfit for doing this one. Then there's the second one, which is Battle of Resolve versus Goku Black. This one is also kind of confusing. I mean, you fight alongside Ultra Super Saiyan God Vegeta, and he confuses Goku Black for Goku. And then Goku Black uses Goten and Gohan to fight you after you fight him himself. He uses Gohan and Goten to fight you. Then he brings in the Trunkses again. He brings in Kid Trunks, GT Trunks, and Future Trunks, which we literally just fought in the previous parallel quest. And then he comes back in with himself, and then Zamasu. And then we have to fight Ultra Super Villain Super Saiyan God Vegeta again. And this time we get like a cool parallel quest cutscene that I've never seen before, but it's looking kind of weird because I've never seen it before. I don't think they've ever done it in a parallel quest before, but there's like this cutscene, and then you gotta fight him again. And then that's the end of the parallel quest. You get the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta cosmetics for doing this one. And then the last parallel quest is the greatest training ever, which is probably considered now the hardest parallel quest ever. You start off in Whis' like whole God key controlling realm thing that Goku and Vegeta trained in, and the enemy lineup is insane. First you start off by fighting Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo. Those are the first two enemies we fight, by the way. Then, after you're done with them, he brings in the Super Saiyan 4s. Which, wouldn't be that bad if he didn't bring Gogeta in with them. And then, after the Super Saiyan 4s, including Gogeta, which would have been the perfect time to add Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku into the parallel quest, might I add. But, that's off topic. He brings in Super Saiyan Blue, Vegito, and Gogeta. And then, once you're done struggling through all of that, he commends you, and then joins in the fight with Ultra Instinct Goku. Oh, and you know what I forgot in there? You fight 3 different Brolys all at once. All of them. 3 different Brolys. And then, if you're unlucky enough to finish it fast enough to get an ultimate finish, you fight God of Destruction Champa, God of Destruction Beerus, and God of Destruction Belmod. You fight 3 Gods of Destruction after fighting against Orange Piccolo, Beast Gohan, 3 Brolys, 3 Super Saiyan 4s, 2 Blue Fusions, an Angel in training. Now you gotta fight against 3 Gods of Destruction. And honestly, I had so much fun with it. Like, even though it was the hardest parallel quest, it really wasn't that hard because of the Daima Final Flash and everything. But, like, I'm telling you, this parallel quest is fun, and I'm definitely returning to it, even though it takes, like, forever. I did this with 2 other online people, and both of them were also spamming Final Flash Super Saiyan 3 Daima. Well, only one other one was. The other one was using the basic Final Flash. But even though we were doing that, it still took us, like, in the teens minutes to complete it. But yeah, this is probably the best parallel quest they have, and the one that actually makes sense. Next is the costumes, and these costumes are actually pretty good, but I don't have all of them, so I can't really fairly rate them. But The ones I do have, which is the Super Saiyan 4 stuff and the Super Saiyan 3 stuff, is really good, and I'm still working on getting the Glorio and Pansy stuff. The loading screens are really good. So overall, it's a pretty good DLC. I think it is, compared to the Content City Vote Pack, it's not really worth $8, but by itself, I think it's a worthwhile buy. I think I could recommend somebody to buy this DLC. So that was my review on the Dragon Ball Daima DLC pack for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next time.